Just took off my jacket, and for a very good reason here. I'm going to throw it over here. Now, of course, around this time, some of us start to falter on our New Year's resolutions. So it may be time to start considering creating your own equipment. And that's just what Lagree Fitness CEO and founder Sebastien Lagree has done. He joins us this morning so we can talk through Lagree Micro and what this machine entails. He also is going to be in town for a fun workout, an event happening over the course of the weekend. Sebastien, thank you for being with us this morning.
Hi, Evan. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm excited to try to understand how this machine works. One thing that I see just from looking at it right here is just how compact it is. And I saw that you can just kind of slide it under a bed or, you know, just keep it aside in your house, for example, as opposed to it taking up a ton of space, right?
Yeah, we've had a lot of people love the bigger equipment, which is what usually you find at the studio, the Megaformer. But the Megaformer, you know, it's a 300-pound machine. It's 10 feet long. It's very imposing. So I wanted to design and come up with a concept that was more compact for people that had no space or had to use, for example, the living room for different things. So the Micro, which you have, is basically that smaller, compact machine. And it looks very simple, but you can do so many exercises. We already have over 800 exercises on that machine. So the fact that it's so simple allows you to do pretty much anything you want with it.
And I can already feel the burn. I feel like I'm going to start to feel it very soon once you show me some of these workouts. We're going to walk through some of them. But I also want to ask,
yes.
I mean, I would imagine that in Pilates, for example, or yoga, or these muscle-focused workouts, people have probably asked for something like this where they're able to tone and train these muscles but not have to have a machine that occupies the whole room, right?
Right, exactly, yes. You know, because the whole premise of Lagree is basically to strengthen, tighten, and tone your workout. So it's really getting this you're building more strength than muscle. The focus is more on strength and health. And for that, you don't need a machine that this is huge with a lot of weights, you know. The Micro uses springs. And right now, the machine you have has about 120 pounds worth of tension. So that's going to be plenty of tension, especially when you're also using your own body weight as resistance as well.
So let's have you walk me through, first off, how to approach this, obviously, for a first-time viewer, including me, who hasn't used this before.
Sure.
How to use it, and maybe one or two of the workouts.
Sure. So basically what you have is you have a carriage that slides back and forth on the rail, and then right underneath it, you have your springs, and then the springs are color-coded depending on the amount of resistance that you want. And the best part about the spring is this. So when you put like a black spring, so you'll see, Evan, right at the front of the carriage, you have your knobs. You're going to grab a black knob, you're going to pull it up, you're going to engage it. And when you push the carriage away from the front toward number 4, you're going to see that there's a spring that is being stretched out.
Right.
So that black spring, for example, when you stretch it out to number 4, you get already about 25 pounds of resistance right there. So the resistance is going to increase as you push the carriage out and decrease as you return the carriage back in. So it's great because you'll see we're going to do a lunge in a minute. When you do a lunge against gravity, then the spring is actually assisting your form so you can actually maintain perfect form and not hurt yourself when you do that exercise.
All right, should we try that lunge out?
Let's do that lunge.
All right.
So you're gonna put your left foot on the floor, your right foot on the middle of the carriage. You're gonna keep your right leg straight, hips, shoulders stacked facing the front, and then you're gonna slowly lunge down. But when you lunge down, I want you to keep all the weight on the back of your legs. You keep your torso basically at that 90-degree angle. And then when you come up, you're gonna let the spring kind of help you pull yourself up.
Okay.
And you're gonna be able to keep a perfect alignment. So when you do that lunge, you want to keep that left knee or the knee that is on the floor right above the ankle. Keep your torso in a vertical alignment. I call this the silver alignment. And then when you lunge down, you want to lunge down so that the hips is aligned with the knee. And I call this the golden angle because this is when you optimize the integration of your quads, your hamstring, inner thighs, outer thighs, and abs as well.
Wow, I can feel the burn. Ned is saying that I'm doing a good job. So,
yes. And then also we do this exercise for at least a minute because Lagree is a muscular endurance workout. What we want to do is really tighten the muscle fibers. We don't want to bulk you up. We want to build muscle and strength, but tightly.
You can even, I could probably put, but I saw one of the workouts on the website, you put both legs on it, and then you can put your arms on the ground, right?
Oh my God, Evan, you have so many exercises here. We can spend all day exploring all the exercises you can do. The next one we're gonna do is called the wheelbarrow.
All right, let's hear it. I'm ready.
So the wheelbarrow is one of my favorite exercises because it totally strengthens and tightens your torso. So for that one, you're gonna put both knees, you're gonna keep the same black spring.
Okay.
We're gonna keep the knees on the carriage, hands on the front of the platform, aligned. You're gonna drop your hips so that your hips are aligned with your knees and your shoulders. And you're gonna slowly press the carriage away from the front platform and then back toward it. And then the entire time you wanna maintain your body alignment. That's very important. So keep those hips perfectly aligned with the knees and the shoulders. And then slowly push the carriage out, and then slowly return the carriage in.
I hope these cameras aren't HD enough to catch how shaky I am with my arms right now. Oh, that, yeah, you can really feel it.
So you see, when you do the exercise very slowly and you maintain the perfect body alignment, your body starts to shake right away, and that's one of the things that people constantly post about on Instagram, on Facebook, is the shake. We're known for the shakes. We're like the home of the shakes. People shake like crazy on these machines.
So it's a good thing to be a little shaky, right?
Yes, absolutely, because shakings mean that you're challenging your body. If you're challenging your body will have to adapt to it. And by adapting to it, it's getting stronger, tighter, and toner. So the shakes are absolutely what you want, And for those at home who've done the workout, or you do the workout already in the studio, and you shake, that's good. That's what you want. You want to shake. That's what you want.
So we only have about a minute left with you, but I want to touch on the event that you have. You're coming down to San Diego. Tell us about what you're going to be doing down here.
So tomorrow we're going to be hosting 3 classes at the Intercontinental Hotel downtown San Diego. We're going to lay out about 50 micros on the lawn. We'll have a 1:30, a 3, and a 4:30. The 1:30 is already sold out, so we don't have room for the 3 and the 4:30. 4:30 p.m. is going to be a sunset class, so it's going to be a great class. And not only that, but we're going to have our live DJ and Congo drummers. So I love that. So if you've never done an event where you have a live DJ and also live music, it's the best, because those drummers, they come around you and they energize you with the drums. It's amazing. And of course, all the way around, we're going to have a ton of vendors. There's going to be food trucks. There's going to be, people handing out, goodies and stuff like that. So it's going to be a great workout and a great event. I
love it. Only a few seconds left, Sebastien. Let the viewers know where they can find you on social media and your website as well.
Sure. So social media, Lagree Fitness, LAGR Fitness. And then if you want to buy tickets on this for the event, it's going to be at shopmaximumfitness.com.
All right. We appreciate you, Sebastien. Thank you for being with us this morning. Thank you for giving me a little bit of a workout as well. I don't even have to go to the gym today. I appreciate it. Sebastien Lagree of Lagree Fitness. Going to be here in San Diego. So head online and find out more about that event there.